Banger after banger.
Happy birthday, Adam Cole. I know you'll probably never see this. I know that I don't sing as good as MJF. I can't sing at all. But I do want to wish Adam Cole, baby, a very happy birthday. And what did he get for his birthday? He got cake, he got MJF singing to him, and he got an episode of AEW Dynamite. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, hit me up on Twitter, TikTok, the community posts, whatever new Twitter substitute they got cooking up, man, because I don't know what Twitter's got going on, but hit me up wherever you can find me. And yeah, I'm back at you with your AEW Dynamite review. And I can't even lie to you, man, going into this episode of Dynamite, I was kind of like, it looks like it should be alright, but I wasn't really too excited about it. I wasn't overly enthused about this episode of Dynamite. But I do gotta say, coming out of it, it was very entertaining. I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would, man. Let's just go ahead and get this review. Let's just talk about some graps. Let's talk about some wrestling. Let's talk about tag team. Let's talk about can they coexist. And we started off with Orange Cassidy teaming up with Darby Allin, taking on the reunited team of Swerve and Our Glory. Swerve and Keith Lee coming back together through this blind unlimited tag team tournament, man. And I gotta say, this whole tournament, it's been okay so far. Right? The best part has been MJF and Adam Cole, but the fact that we get random teams thrown together like Swerve and Keith Lee, who were bitter enemies at this point, but they were former tag team partners, it makes this thing a whole lot more interesting. And I do gotta say, as far as this tag team match goes, it did a good job of, reestablishing Keith Lee as Keith Lee. I mean, we haven't really seen him on TV that much, and from what we have seen him, he's come out, he stopped dyeing his beard, he stopped dyeing his hair, he had a cape for some reason. But these past couple weeks, man, we've seen a brand new Keith Lee, which is kind of the old Keith Lee, but it's the Keith Lee we all know and love, man. And even though Keith Lee and Swere are bitter enemies, they did used to be a team, and you did see kind of their tag team offense, kind of, sort of. There was a lot of miscommunication going on. There was a whole bunch of Swerve accidentally kicking Keith Lee or hitting Keith Lee, not really looking too bothered by this, but at the end of the day, it's still a tag team tournament for a shot at the tag team titles. And Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin ended up winning due to the fact that Swerve and Keith Lee still hate each other, man. Even though they used to be tag team champions, these two don't like each other. And I'm at the point where I'm like, are they ever going to get that match, that one-on-one match? It's not looking like it, but then again, I could be wrong. But speaking of Darby Allin, after this match, we had a video package hyping up Nick Wayne, who is kind of like I guess you would say the protege of Darby Allin. They had a video package, giving them the backstory about how Nick Wayne came to AEW. And he's having a match next week, his debut AEW match, taking on Swerve. And I don't really know too much about Nick Wayne. The two matches of him I've seen, one was really good, the other one was against Swerve and Defy. Really good match, so I'm really looking forward to seeing them wrestle on Dynamite next week. Nick Wayne, he's only 18 years old, but he's alright. We had Jungle Boy pull up, and he pretty much laid out the fact that he wants to challenge Hook for the FTW championship. And before Jungle Boy could even really get out of his car, before he could even get into the building, Jungle Boy met him at the door, started beating him up, beating him back into his SUV. Jungle Boy drove off. So yeah, there's just doing the little things, building up that little rivalry, establishing Jungle Boy as a heel, establishing the heel turn. So, not really too much to say about that, but from what I did see, it was pretty entertaining. Okay, so this trios match, there wasn't really too much to say about it. You have the Acclaim taking on the Bollywood Boys and the Blade, and the Acclaim won. I understand that the Bollywood Boys are from Canada and they were in AEW was in Calgary for this episode of Dynamite. But outside of that, this match was really pointless. The Acclaim won. The whole thing was really building up to what happened after the match. So after the match, you had Harley Cameron of QTV get on the Titantron and say, "Yo, you guys embarrassed me last week, so next week I'm gonna debut a music video." And I'm like, I don't really care about this. I mean, Harley Cameron is nice to look at, but outside of that, there's not really too much going on with this QTV Acclaim feud. I mean, I don't care. I honestly don't care. I have no interest in any of this at all. And the thing is, I like the Acclaim, and I actually like QTV, but I just don't care. So after this, we had a Jon Moxley promo, and earlier in the day, Eddie Kingston won the New Japan Strong Championship or whatever. I'm not really too familiar with New Japan Strong, but Eddie Kingston won and he got himself a new championship. He's also wrestling in the G1, so good for him. And then you had Jon Moxley doing a promo talking about Eddie Kingston, saying, "Look, man, why are you so mad? I mean, we're pretty much the same guys we were like all those years ago, but we're more successful now. We're in the big leagues. We're on TV. Stop being so angry, man, and answer your phone." So I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's building up a match between Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Only time will tell. So going back to this whole blind eliminator tag team match, tournament, whatever, we cut to the back where Matt Hardy was waiting for his opponent, or not his opponent, but his tag team partner to be picked. And they picked a name, and it was Jeff Jarrett. And watching this segment, I immediately said to myself, is this 1999 all over again? Is this the WWF? Is this the Attitude Era? We got Matt Hardy and Jeff Jarrett. Now, both of these guys are entertaining still, and there could be an interesting dynamic between the two because they're both carny AF. But it's like, damn, is this 1999? Is this 2000? What's going on? But this Friday on Rampage, the brand spanking new tag team, the new upstart tag team of Matt Hardy and Jeff Jarrett are going to wrestle the team of Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara. Now, their two names were picked, and they're going to team up together. And they had some questions stemming from this segment between Chris Jericho and Don Callis. Now, Chris Jericho came out, and of course he's Canadian, so he's cutting this heartfelt promo about how he's back in Canada, he's back in Calgary, how he got his start, how he first started training here, and he knew that they would be in Calgary for Dynamite, so he got there a couple of days early so he could just drive around and just get re-familiar with everything, and it kind of reignited his passion for wrestling. And then as Chris Jericho is cutting this heartfelt kind of babyfacious promo, of all people, Don Callis comes out. And then it's funny because Don Callis was getting booed out of the building. You could barely hear what this man was saying. But Don Callis was pretty much making the pitch that, yo, I need more people in my Don Callis family. And I really want you to join because, they have history. Chris Jericho wrestled Kenny Omega, and that was kind of the match that kind of kickstarted AEW because Tony Khan saw it and he was like, hey, and that was kind of the catalyst for AEW. So Don Callis and Chris Jericho have a lot of history together. Don Callis made the pitch for Chris Jericho to join his family, and Chris Jericho was like, I kind of got my own thing going on. I got my own faction. I don't join factions. I start my own, but I'll think about it. So this kind of leads to the backstage segment between Chris Jericho and Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara. And they're like, yo, what the hell, bro? And Chris Jericho's like, listen, I can't be around forever. You guys got to branch out on your own. And this tag team tournament is a great start. So it's intriguing to see the dynamic between Chris Jericho and Don Callis and where that's going to lead. And then you also have the dynamic of the Jericho Appreciation Society. Like, are they breaking up? Is Chris Jericho turning face? Speaking of turning face, what happened to Sammy Guevara's possible face turn? What's going on with that? There's a lot of things going on with that whole situation. But, hey, we'll just got to wait and see where this goes. What happens with old Christopher Jericho and Don Callis going forward. So I kind of saved this for one big segment because I want to talk about this whole thing as a whole. And that, of course, is probably what is the best thing going on Dynamite to me right now. And that's the dynamic of MJF and Adam Cole. They had multiple segments across this show. The first one being with Adam Cole and MJF at the gym. You know, they're bonding. They're having a little bro time, you know. MJF's being a dickhead. You know, he was making fun of a fat person at the gym. And Adam Cole was like, yo, you can't do that, man. Be nice. But they kind of bonded over the fact that Adam Cole was like, yo, this guy kind of does look like Tony Schiavone. And they were like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And then this led to the tag team match. But before the tag team match, you cut to a backstage segment with Roderick Strong giving an update on his health because Roderick Strong got his cheeks clamped by Samoa Joe this past Saturday on Collision. So Roderick's like, yo, I'm fine. And Adam Cole's like, listen, man, just take your time, heal up, and you'll get back to wherever you need to get to. And Roderick Strong's kind of like, yo, what's going on with you and MJF? And Adam Cole's kind of downplaying, like, yo, I don't like this guy, man. I'm just doing this because of the tournament. But it kind of felt like Roderick Strong was a little bit jealous of the dynamic between Adam Cole and MJF. So could this lead to a possible heel turn for Roderick Strong? Maybe he turns on Adam Cole. Who knows? But back to the whole tag team thing. You have Adam Cole and MJF taking on the team of the Magic Meat, whatever the fuck it's called. So you had Daddy Magic teaming up with the Butcher, and you already know Adam Cole and MJF was gonna win. And it was funny because you had MJF kind of playing the role of babyface, and he's kind of hyping up the crowd. He's trying to get the hot tag to Adam Cole. Adam Cole tags in, he starts clearing house. MJF's like, yo, let's do the double clothesline. He keeps hyping up the fact that he wants to do a double clothesline, like the new tag team finish with Adam Cole. Adam Cole's like, I'm not doing that. And he ends up winning the match pretty much by himself. And then and then after the match, you had MJF say, he's cutting a promo saying, listen, Adam Cole and MJF, we're going to win the whole tag team tournament. We're best friends. We're going to do another bro session. We're going to hang out again. And Adam Cole, he's trying to leave, but MJF's like, no, man, I got to say one more thing. And he tells Adam Cole, happy birthday. He has a impromptu birthday celebration. There's streamers, there's cake. MJF even sings happy birthday to Adam Cole. And you kind of forget, because MJF is such a dick, that MJF is actually a really good singer. Like he can this boy can blow. He can really sing. He was singing happy birthday to Adam Cole. I'm like, yo, that boy good. And then there was even one part where MJF was like, all right, he's talking to the camera like we all can't hear him. He's like, I'm gonna push Adam Cole's face into the cake, and Adam Cole reverses and MJF's face falls into the cake, and they have a little bonding experience. And you even have Adam Cole kind of like, listen, you didn't have to do this, but I appreciate it, thank you, buddy. And it looks like they're becoming friends, like actual friends. The thing is, it's MJF, and you can never trust MJF because it's MJF, right? So you don't know if he really wants to be Adam Cole's friend, or if he's just doing this to kind of keep him away from the AEW championship, or if he has other nefarious means of, just doing this. Because it's MJF, you can't trust this man. But I will continue to say that these two are entertaining. I actually wouldn't mind them winning the whole damn tournament. I'm gonna be honest. Come close as you can. I wouldn't mind them actually becoming AEW Tag Team Champions. Count your days, FTR. It's over for you. Adam Cole and MJF are about to be the new Tag Team Champions. Shh. Don't tell nobody I said this though. So yeah, man. So after this, you have Ruby Soho taking on Britt Baker as part of the Owen Hart tournament. And Ruby Soho got her revenge. She got her lick back. She actually won. She got her revenge for last year because Britt Baker beat her in the finals, went on to win the Owen Hart Women's Tournament, got a nifty new title belt. Good for her. But it wasn't the case this time. Ruby Soho won because she cheated, because she has the Outcast, because they're friends. So the numbers game caught up to Britt Baker. Ruby Soho wins. After the match, you see Sky Blue come out, and she gets in Ruby Soho's face, because that's who Ruby Soho is going to face next. So next week it's going to be, I think it's going to be next week, it's going to be Sky Blue taking on Ruby Soho in the next round of the Owen Hart tournament. Good for them. Now it's time for the main event. You have Wheeler Yuta taking on Canada's own Kenny Omega. And throughout the show, you had Wheeler Yuta hyping up the fact that he's beaten Kenny Omega before and he's most likely going to do it again. He beat him with the seatbelt last time. Was that the case this time? No, it wasn't. Kenny Omega won. Even though there were shenanigans that took place. Takeshita came out, he ran interference, he attacked Kenny Omega from behind because Don Callis was being a distraction. He distracted the referee. Takeshita came out, he attacked Kenny Omega, hit the Blue Thunder Bomb. Wheeler Yuta hit the flying headbutt. You were thinking it's going to be over. You were thinking Wheeler Yuta is going to win again. Wasn't the case. Kenny Omega won with the one-wing angel. After the match, Kenny Omega got attacked by Takeshita and the BCC. They come out. Claudio comes out. He starts clapping everyone's cheeks and everything. Then you have the Elite come out, the Young Bucks and Adam Page come out, and they're fighting off the Blackpool Combat Club. And then there's one part where it looks like Hangman is gonna hit, I think, Claudio or Wheeler Yuta with a chair, but then the Dark Order come out and they pull the chair away from Hangman. And as this is happening, the show cuts off. So now you have no idea what the Dark Order were about to do. It just ends on kind of a cliffhanger. And I'm like, yo, was it supposed to happen? Was this a formatting issue? I want to know what happens next. What happened? I need to see what happened. I need the footage. Someone find me the footage post haste. But yeah, man, that's how Dynamite ends. It ends on a cliffhanger, but it also ends building up between the big match, Blood and Guts, Boston, July 19th. It's only a couple weeks away. So yeah, man. And on top of that, both the BCC and the Elite have to find one more person to complete their group, to complete their squad, so they can compete in Blood and Guts. So there you have it, man. That's this week's episode of Dynamite. Like I said, man, going into this, I wasn't too excited, but I am glad I checked it out. It was a good episode. Adam Cole, MJF, best thing going on right now. Just for MJF's vocals alone, this show gets an honorary W. But with that being said, what did you guys think of this week's episode of Dynamite? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, make sure you like the video. Each like will go to Adam Cole's birthday fund. I'm not actually funding anything, but just like the video because it helps the algorithm and I get more views and more subscribers and, you know, the typical YouTube stuff I have to say. Anyway, you don't want to hear all that crap. You want to hear me, you want to hear me say, take care, be easy, I'm out. Peace.